Welcome to Living La Vida in Japan. I'm your host, Eduardo Lozano, with a special video now. That's right, I'm on YouTube now. Follow my channel, Living La Vida in Japan. Please like, subscribe, and share my video. I will be doing more videos, also sharing some glimpse of my experiences here in Japan. If you just want to listen to me, you can listen to my podcast on iTunes. With that said, let's begin the episode. As last week I said I was going to watch The Greatest Showman with my wife, and let me tell you, I was blown away. The Greatest Showman was just amazing. Like Hugh Jackman was just, I can't put words in his mouth. It was just amazing performances by everyone. My wife loved it so much she wants to go watch it again, which I don't blame her. It's masterpiece, just a masterpiece. One of my students actually, one of my private students, she told me she went to go see it with her son, and she said her son immediately after the theater, she she said we went to go buy the CD of the soundtrack because he loved it so much, and I don't blame her. Like I love every song in that CD. Like I didn't buy the CD, but I just listened to it on YouTube and all that stuff. But my favorite song has to be A Million Dreams for me. That really has a soft spot in my heart because it just reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to always, I still do to this day, have dreams of doing a million things, and it has a great sentimental value in my heart. And wow, that's a great movie. But I know that I'm not gonna talk about the movie here because I know it came out in the U.S. and many other places like maybe 2 months ago. Like I told you before, in Japan we get things a little late. But with that said, the Black Panther actually came out this weekend, which I was actually surprised. My coworker told me she was gonna go watch it, and I was like, "Wow, it came out so soon," because usually it comes out like 1 or 2 months later in Japan. But the crazy thing was when we went last week, there were only 7 people at the movie theater. But granted, it was Monday since Monday's our day off, so I guess that's why it was empty. Because my student told me when she went on Sunday, she said that it was like packed, like there was no room anymore. So we got to experience, an empty theater, which is kind of good because in my experiences when I've gone to Japan to movie theaters, I kid you not, people at the movie theaters wait till the end of the credits. Like they do not leave. They sit there and read the credits. I think my first experiences was when I came in 2015, I saw Inside Out, but here they called it Inside Head. So we went to go see. I went with my wife, but she was my girlfriend at that time. We went on a date, and I remember the movie was over, and I was standing up to like, all right, let's go. And she like pulled me back down the seat, and she said, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, the movie's over." She's like, "No, it's not. People don't leave till the credits are done." And I was like, "Really?" I didn't believe her till I experienced it myself. Nobody left. Everybody was just reading the credits, and I was like, "Wow, this is something new to me." I didn't really expect this, but I guess it's cool. I mean, I was just like, "All right, I guess I'll read too." So that's the experience I had over here, but that's cool. Another thing I did, I actually became a New Japan Pro Wrestling fan. I joined the fan club. I think this is the first time I ever joined a fan club. Uh, I had to pay about $50. About its membership is 5,000 yen a year, and you have first access on tickets and merchandise, and there's even autograph sessions from what I understand. So I'm supposed to get my membership card next month, but I'm actually surprised, that I'm actually member of something. I never thought I would ever join anything, but here I am. And my wife is actually very supportive. She's very excited. Next week I'm gonna go see New Japan Pro Wrestling is coming to Takamatsu. Actually very excited to see Kota Ibushi. I wish Kenny Omega was there. He's my favorite wrestler, but I'll settle with this. This is gonna be spectacular. So next week I will try to get some clips of me going to a show to see, so y'all can see how it is to see a New Japan Pro Wrestling house show. Hopefully I get to meet some wrestlers, because last time I already shared my story how I went to the when Fantastica Mania, when the Mexican wrestlers came, and oh, it's just amazing because I was the only one that spoke Spanish, so I was the only maniac yelling on the top off the top of my lungs in Spanish, and they actually understood it. And hopefully I could meet someone. It'll be cool if I could meet someone. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but one could be hopeful. Another thing, I remember I talked about UFO catching. I think I was like a month ago or something like that. I can't remember. Where there's a Nintendo Switch that I was trying to do a social experiment where I could, an experiment. I don't even know why I said social. An experiment where I could win by the Nintendo Switch, but the machine is still broken. It's been like 2 to 3 weeks. I have no idea when they're gonna fix it or if they are gonna fix it. But I did find another machine at a mall in not here in Kurashiki in Takamatsu where they you could win a Nintendo Switch or a PS4. But I know it has to be rigged because I played it once and it's one of those things where you have to put the key into the hole. So, I played it and I stopped and it still kept going. So I know for a fact it still wants you to put X amount of money. So I already told my wife that I'm gonna go every week to test out the machine. Just try 100 yen to see if it stops earlier. Because I remember I watched a video of someone saying that they are rigged, but the chances of winning are higher when it stops at the precise moment. So if it stops where I want it to stop, then I know it's supposed to pay out already, and that's when I'm gonna try to win the Switch because that's what I want to win, a Nintendo Switch. So we'll see how that goes. But and then I found another machine where you could win a PS4, but the only problem is it costs 1,000 yen to play. So that's about $10 per game, and the odds of winning are still slim because you're guaranteed a prize. So it's like when you put in a gumball machine where you put a coin and you spin and you get the gumball. Same principle here. You put in 1,000 yen, you spin, and then you get you open it. There's a prize in the capsule. You're guaranteed a prize. You're either gonna get some figures, and the ultimate prize is obviously a PS4. The chances of winning I'm sure, are astronomically high. I do not want to play that one because I'll probably end up just. It's better off just buying one myself. But anyhow, I thought that was interesting. I wanted to try it out, but I was like, nah, it's 1,000. If it was 100 yen, I'll try it out. But maybe some other time. And today actually, it was interesting for me because today I had a meeting to buy life insurance. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm getting older, and me and my wife were talking about getting some life insurance, and it was a very interesting meeting because it was how can I put it? It's not what I'm used to in the U.S. because in the USA, you know, obviously they're gonna be courteous and they'll be kind and everything like that, but in Japan, everything is by the book. Everything has to happen in such an order. So, I let them in, and they won't sit down till I sit down. I bowed, they bowed back, and it was very interesting because they were telling us the different options we have to buy life insurance, and I'm not gonna get in detail what the prices are or anything like that. It was just interesting experience for me because you know they would talk to my wife and my wife would translate to me what they were saying, and I would have to speak back to her and translate to them. The funny thing is, I already met them like this is like the third or fourth time we meet up to discuss pricing and all that. And the gentleman, he actually is learning English. He said I was learning English to prepare for this meeting, so he was saying some English words, which I thought it was very admirable. I said, oh, this is awesome. That you're trying to break that barrier. You're taking the next step. I was like, oh, this is I like this. I like this. You know, Granted, I know probably more Japanese that he knows English, which is surprisingly It's a big surprise to me because I don't think I know that much English, Japanese at all, but I do get by. One of those things I am going to continuously study, and I thought that meeting was interesting. Next week, though, in the upcoming weeks, I should say, I am gonna start shooting a video where some of my friends that are in Takamatsu, John and Elijah, are gonna do a speed run. We don't know what game. If you have a suggestion for a game, please comment below on this video to let me know what game you want to see us try to speed run. I was talking to Elijah yesterday, and we were discussing maybe Mario Brothers or Super Mario World. By no means are we speedsters. I've never tried a speed run, to be honest with you. I mean, I passed the game like many, many, many times, but I've never tried it on the clock. And we're just maybe have a friendly competition to see who could pass what game at a faster time. So stay tuned for that video. But for now, I'm going to wrap it up and say thank you for watching, or if you're listening, thank you so much. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share. If you have any comments, leave them down below in the box and let me know what you want me to discuss. Or if you have a question about something you want to know, hey, message me or ask me. I'm also on Facebook. Like my page, Living La Vida in Japan. Thank you for watching, or if you're listening, thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimashita. I'll see you later. Hasta luego. Mata ne.